music and a lot of this music, it's only talking about the suppressed rising, the oppressed rising up against the oppressor. That's all. That's what my music's about. The oppressed rising up against the oppressor. So the only people that's scared are the oppressors. The only people who could have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple as that.
3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, make no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, make no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, make no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, make no surrender. It's time for a change, gotta bounce up. The oppressor's about to get tossed up. I'ma lay him out, execution style's too late, but apologetic claim. You wrapped in a cloak of blame, by God, it's over. Doing your time is to the end. Locked out, silent without sin. He put me on the planet for justice to win. The oppressor's about to get rolled on, with suppressors attached in the war zone. Revolution can start in the Arizona. I'm a messenger prophet like Farrakhan, backed by the honorable, who sits at the pinnacle, who judges the hypocritical, cynical, and the plentiful simple. My thinking is critical. I'm just ventilating of the actions of the protective service. Quick to pull the Glock, blast and kill. This don't take any type of skill. I'm ill of all citizens who haven't took a stand. Or kneels too late when the caps get bills. Don't believe in GC type. Born hits close to home. You gotta act the bone, but it got the dome when it's on the zone. All red in my vision through sight. It's killer be killed whenever I fight. From above I'll be given the right. So you better be ready to ride tonight. On the way to the dawn daylight. We gon' rid them out, so gon' pass the kite. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender.
This world is such a, and when I say this world, I mean it. I don't mean in the ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a, gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, if you taught that from school, everywhere, big business. You want to be successful, you want to be like Trump, gimme, push, step, crush. That's how it all is. And it's like, nobody ever stopped.
Creates the spark, ways the heart as I sun ray my art for make the case we walk. Most social media saviors I face marks once we make knowledge one is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, ways the heart as I sun ray my art for make the patriarch. Most social media saviors I face marks once we make knowledge one is when the run and face rock. I rose up, took a shower, purified my art field, took comfort for a walk to ensure my chlorophyll is pumping. Done some pros for sure, I forged a build solid foundation, my crown chakra, core and hill, pound the pavement, sacred ground, freedom I stand for, free all political prisoners of war, man or woman in jail,
Dragon's blood.
All foreign and alien entities I decree this morning, send them back to once they change. is
For real.
the peace laugh or war cry, whatever the
For real.
relevant name of each
Dragon's blood.
or highest form, spirituality is how you teach.
Not cayenne, not paprika.
Now feel the beast
Dragon's
rap,
blood.
rain fire upon them, and the internet forms, sigils, emojis, and the avatars that wore them. Destroy this de facto government and its quarrels. Establish Big Mom's house so she may restore him. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Waves the heart inside sun ray, my art her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fake marks. Once we make knowledge born is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Waves the heart inside sun ray, my art her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fake marks. Once we make knowledge born is when run and bass drop. The legs host, note to self, quit playing, hit the gas. This shaft is called my turn, take the risk, it's fast. Most of them got vaccinated with chips in their ass, plus rappers sacrificing each other for percent of their cash. Sad, watch videos without the subliminals, predictive programming, weirdo, trunk, menstrual shows, the lands contaminated, fruits and vegetables, black minerals, the water, and skies are fried. New age chemicals, technology, got me here in front of my desktop, perusing these beats and whatnot for my best option, contemplating which bar will next spot to unlock the minds that are stuck within a Xbox. Off the chart, I continue to climb, watching the rest flop like carp fishing, 100% fresh shark water. I'm on the front line, ex-martial spot. I shine because of her, for she's the best spark.
What's the window?
Make me up, whether
What's
it's
it
day
on?
or
What's
dark,
outside?
create this spark. Waves the heart
I ain't
as
put
I
the ledge up.
celebrate my art, her make the
You know the window, brother?
most social media saviors are face marks. Once we make knowledge born is when time and space rock. The great
Mi gato es loco en el que pasa. Muy, muy, muy loco. No gratis. No.
Let me get something with some feel and some funk to it. Come on. I think I like that. Can we get some heavy drums in that? More like Caribbean soul, Caribbean in that. Yeah. Let's do this. Back to this. I'm just a black man title, yo, you give me that. I like them imports, never push the Cadillac. And what you figure, Mr. Man, while you kicking back with sick plans to get you stacked, making chickens fat. You know you into that, chilling with your timber cat. Intoxicated to the point, fast, simple acts. Be very nimble, jackal, till get a water back. And have your heart broke just like a heart attack. Look where your power at, no, not the mighty cats. It's deeper than the taps and hurricanes and old maps. The spirit flows, so my folks throw daps. Meant for the wise as well as the small rats. So you can fold up or either you can fold back. I hold no judgment over those that have chose crack. Terror over habit that has been proven to hold back. With God on your side, you can get your soul back.
We're going to have a conversation today. The subject matter is very personal. But we need to engage in this conversation. For the world is going astray. And we are the only people that can bring it back. So I'm going to ask you a question. You know that. You know that. You know that.
Ah, that's that. Y'all don't get no more of that till later, God. What's going on, my good brothers and sisters? What's happening? I just came because I wanted to set a little spark. I'm sorry. Damn. He literally caught wings. Spark in your life today with a little light. What we say that is? What? And what is this? There's no such thing as black. This is what they call it'll lose melon. Darkness, right? Is darkness really this? Is black really darkness? Not at all. No, I didn't want to really talk about pretend Indians and Civil War history, and I have a plethora of information. But I just wanted to share something. Good brother, some of you remember me about 14 years ago on Facebook. I put a lot of stuff out that people aren't very aware of. And yet there are those who actually, like I said, we have some wonderful brothers who really pay attention, who do research. We have Kiramil, we have Drop 432. Y'all should know his real name by now. If not, go over his page and ask him. Y'all know our brother DJ. There's a plethora of people out there who are spokespersons too. And some you would think are not, like Rondo, Baby Girl Slaughter. Her direction is going to be phenomenal. Y'all know Robel. Y'all know Bra Strap. There's a whole people. Y'all know. I call her the well desired, and she can be Copper Empress. She's the only one I would allow to have the rage she has, because she delivers it well, and that's the only one who original Copper Empress would ever respect, to consider even being a chiefess as far as the native, to bring argument. And most sisters should pay attention to her. It doesn't mean that you're supposed to get up and fight. You must learn that from us again. Now, yes, and then once you learn it again, you can make sure that the women always know it. We're talking about some Wonder Woman type shit. So anyway, and there's a plethora of others. I am not denoting. Now, when people want to get into the Hebraic line of stuff, I have a good brother who's an ex-Marine Vietnam vet. Okay, he's on my page. And maybe one day I can get him to come over here. I know he comes and watch every once in a while, and we can speak. I'm not going to mention his name. Very well-to-do brother. And he's a Silam Gong Fu instructor. Telling him, of course, like I said, a number of individuals. There's a lot of individuals. I know some of you still follow Phoenix Moon. I say anytime you want to change a flat tire and you want to patch the flat but run over the same screw every time, you need to get off that road, remove that tire completely, or just don't drive. You get what I'm saying? Without being too harsh, because when people go about doing the wrong things and then have no etiquette to come back and correct those fallacies, it's not about where you're from, it's where you're at, the state of being. So our good brother DJ brought something up this morning. For those of you who remember, 14 years ago, I had talked about this individual, because I made a joke about Kellogg having all this iron in it. If we have iron, if we have minerals, our body creates iron, copper, zinc, and all that. The problem is we don't have minerals, the proper minerals that should be in the air, the dew that rises up in the morning. We don't need to eat, but because they poison everything, y'all don't know this. Our body can't take that mineral with the sun and metastasize to make it grow, to cause regeneration, everything based on good frequencies and harmonies. Nobody else is just doing this. Everybody's just now starting to talk about, oh, frequencies can make you grow your teeth. Old news. Frequency, yeah, you know, we've been there. Proper frequencies without all the dilution and pollution, you can do anything. You damn near walk on air. Truth. What you consider air. The person that came up with the four elements was a pale skin, because in order to have understanding to deconstruct something or reverse engineer it, you must label it as something. This is not air. This is not earth. That is not dirt. Fire, when you burn yourself, that is not a fire. That is not a flame. Water, that is not what it's called. We give energy to a fictional character called a Zionist. You need to know when the movement started, it was with Theodore Albert Herzl. They took a narrative based off the Grand Canyon, for you monkeys that don't know no better, and for you individuals who are open-minded to look at these things. And they utilized that name just like they used the swastika, just like they used white supremacy, which had nothing to do with people of certain color or anything else. Just like they alluded to making the pale skins and ignorance, as they did our people. And this is the part that tears and angers me. With these monkeys in the music in Hollywood who are dumbass Satanists. They don't know the first thing about Satan. No, Lucifer. These idiots, because country music is just as deep. Y'all know that? It was perverted. The moment they stole that from us, it went right into the sink. But you will never pay attention, because you'll never be behind the lines, because you have been raised and nurtured in ignorance not to know the truth. Now, I've already expressed over 600,000 names that could allude to being so-called Satan. So any one of those could be right. Some of your names might even be included in that mosh pit of false existence. No, am I saying that it doesn't exist? Oh, no, I'm not saying that at all. I am telling you to live a righteous lifestyle and to have love, true love. And there's only one kind. There's not multiple kinds of facets and everything else. Those who think they're going to go to hell, Sheol, or about 20 other different names, and it's going to be all right. I've given scenarios because I find it very important. But DJ this morning spoke about a sister named Kellogg because I made a big joke about this. I actually, as an artist, got to see one of her true pictures. She's a Negroid. We're going to use that word, okay? She's Negro. Negroid. She is not Mongol or anything. Just like my family, I'm going to put a picture of some of my family members here after I get done and make a post. My mammy, who's about my complexion, when you see her picture, you're going to be like, no, man, she's Mongolian. Nothing but a nigga. Straight up nigga. My Uncle Reggie, Bumblebee, looked like a Chinese. Straight up nigga. Afro, goat teeth, beard, like, just straight up nigga in Colorado. You seen, some of y'all know his son, Bumblebee, Reggie Jr., the diesel mechanic, and his daughters, Regina Lee in North Carolina, and Antoinette, school teachers. Dark as midnight. Their mom, Dorothy, Sixika, real Blackfoot, not these fake pale skins and Mongols. So anyway, he mentioned he pulled up this one, and I made a quick little post about her because it's important for people to know that Indian princess, when I tell you all the kings and queens, I mean it. If you want to use the cons and all that shit, that's fine too. You don't have to use that goofy shit. But Laura Cornelius, and a lot of you know, they're always going to paint this thing with statistics like Cornelius is based on a white man. No, it's not. There's no such thing as Rome. There was no history of, no, it's a fake. It's a facet of lies. It's a brand new history created out of facsimiles of fiction. Just like Greek and all that other shit. That was everywhere during the time of Tartary. I don't care what you think you know, what you believe. I don't care. Those periods did not exist because the fake Jews painted that picture. And they can put an ad on this because that's what the fuck they are, fake Jews, because they painted a picture in Hollywood, all right, to make further, put you all in delusion, to pull you all further away from being united and at peace and everybody walking in solidarity. It wasn't about sleeping with one another and making babies. That's where we crossed the line and created them fucktards, those Gujars, who looked at all the peace because that's the only time you can conspire to conquer a land. It only takes a few. Joey knew what he's talking about, the comedian. Joey, he knew exactly. You give me 3 good motherfuckers and I'll conquer a goddamn nation. And it's a fact. But you have to know how to talk. You have to know how to move. And the only way to do that is you have to create some kind of fallacy called currency. Because see, when I go on some of my books going way back to the dockets, the coins they're talking about did not exist there. Those were hash coins based on war, painting a different face, and some of them, majority of them, fictional. There's no such thing as a Zionist. Those are monkeys who are qualified lunatics, sociopaths. So some of you have a hard time knowing this. Even her adopted 47 Cabbage Patch fucking children, and they run around playing our people. Do y'all know that? I just want to know if y'all know that. You know what's funny is these people think that they can go ahead and do this as if it will go unchallenged because the lies are so well established. No, that's the whole problem. They're established. They're not grounded in facts. They're only relevant to the liars for them to have appreciation to keep moving forward. So Laura Cornelius Kellogg, right, was an Oneida leader, author, orator, activist, and visionary. She was born in the 1800s, passed away in 1947. So if the born in 1880. So if she was all those things, come again, about 1865. Activist and visionary. They tried to paper out for feminism. No, she was not a feminist. Kellogg, a descendant of distinguished Oneida leaders, was a founder of the Society of American Indians. But they were for Negroes. That's why James Baldwin spoke the way he did. W.E.B. Du Bois was brought up because of the black church to dismiss that because scary niggas was tired of war. by the League of Nations and the OSS. Signed on being paid to live a lavish lifestyle to go over to France for a period of time to further learn to the deception and to return with Marcus Garvey and Haile Selassie, two punks, by the Rothschilds and Rockefellers. Because they knew that they needed to kill the Indian off from the land. But they said they can't kill them off from the land with too many. They came up with Margaret Sanger, and she's not the only one. You know, there was 5 others, right? They said, well, we got to kill their existence. So, ergo, starts the lynching and murders by intolerable hit folks being brought in the 1890s, where the plethora of them, mostly in 1920s and 40s, because before that, 1,700 little pale skins running around here like that. All made up bullshit history. Every ounce of it. When people are going to be talking about, that's why I got the books 1491 and 1492 and 1493. Oh, yeah. 14, 42 and 40. You know those bullshit books. And I read them all. Pure bullshit. So when anything book that got Columbus and America Vespucci, anything that got them in there is a complete goddamn lie. To the finite of it, not their existence, just like they got y'all believing in this little short midgeted motherfucking web hand Napoleon when he was nothing but a big old nigga who was of Irish descent. But they want to tell you Columbus came with a bunch of niggas who spoke Hebrew. And then gave you some 3 bullshit ass boats. Talking about when he came to the land of South America, that nigga was coming up north and south. He knew it. We visited him on 12 occasions over there in fake ass Spain. And his name ain't Columbus. But in order to establish the white city, that's why I'm reading that, paint all these things of a fake ass history to put them out there, who in the fuck in their right mind would make all the history pale skin? And then wanted to denote us to one place and a bunch of dumb motherfucking Negroes over here running around believing we're African Americans, you stupid asses. How can you be too fucking, you just can't make this stuff up. Anyhow, Our Democracy in American Indian, a comprehensive presentation of the Indian situation as it is today. Partner, Orrin J. Kellogg. Books, Our Department. So I want to take a look at the book, right? I want you to see for yourself. Now, I believe there's a PDF. If you want to download the motherfucker, go right ahead. But I can read it right now, but I'm just going to give you an image of what the book looks like, okay? Now, these books right here, you must know, did she really write it alone? I would guarantee you she did not. The Iroquois and their neighbors, all 47, well, not all, but the majority of the 47 children she adopted, some were Arab Mongol, pale skins, and some of us. Well, how do we get wrote the fuck out? We're out because those ones of us were from the destruction of the wars, lost fathers and mothers. We were either taken away and raped, dissected in a hospital somewhere for deeper understanding of who the Negro was. Yet, you can read this. I actually have the PDF, and you know me, I'm not real respectful of a bunch of bullshit history. And reading it, I don't dismiss because it's a plethora of good information. But when it said first wave feminism, and then I look at the contemporary behind it, it's a goddamn fake ass Jew. I don't have no respect for them right now. Zero. Absolutely zero respect for you fake ass Jews. Pull it down for yourself. You go to Academia Education and you can go ahead and pull the PDF down if that's what you want. You can log in. I have an account because of all my writings and stuff like that. And yeah, sign up, download and read the free PDF on Academia. Okay? And that's all the fuck you got to do. Why, oh, why? Okay, and it says it didn't save. All right. I don't give a fuck about all that. So when you download it, I want you to really enjoy it. Okay. I'm not saying to be biased, but know this. When somebody's dead and a book comes out, know who's behind it. Really pay attention when you read it. For those who actually like to read. For the rest of you, just listen up. Now, I wanted to address this. Y'all remember Sachian Littlefeather? She was playing that she was from 2 tribes, accepting an Oscar from Marlon Brando, and she spoke against the indigenous people. She was Mexican. You can see that we always allude to believing that everybody that looks like a Mongol is from Mongolian blood. You got to remember that many of our people look Asiatic because we're the true Asiatic people. And there's a difference. No, we are the true Asiatic. It doesn't mean Asian, as they've changed the narrative to create a new fucking people, a new caste. Are y'all aware of that? As I said, these pale skins want to talk about Tartary when I've already alluded to the fact over 20 years ago that Cathay was the name of the place that had nothing to do with the land, but the people. And it was melanated and pale skins in the place called China, and they were conquered. Push, as I told you, these fake ass Jews, these Gujars, don't mind killing anybody no matter the relationship. How do you sack upon the people in the Great Tartary? Well, everybody's at peace, though there were those who will fight. Y'all don't get how deep this is. The same thing with the people in the islands. When the hot top people were going around, when they realized what was going on, they were handing out fighting scrolls where you can learn how to fight seriously in a week. They were strong and healthy. They didn't have ill elements and all that crap we have now and bad frequencies. So they were able to stave them off, just like the Shaolin monks. But they weren't, the name wasn't Shaolin. Nor were they a religious collaboration of monks. It's ancient, more ancient than that, when I say the hot top people. And yet they were conquered. Numbers, y'all. Because at peace, though you multiply, nobody's perverse. Nobody's running around having sex at 12 and 13, popping out babies for the next 20 years. Especially when you can live up to 200 and over 200 years. They had to rewrite history to fit the narrative of the lie, add 1,000, so they can displace you farther away when you're so close to the truth. So anyway, Maria Louise Cruz was her name. That doesn't denote her being original here. But to say that she does not have so-called conquistador or the Gujar blood, of course, the majority of the people in South America got their goddamn bloodline, but they're not the majority down there, y'all. Y'all keep getting this fake picture. That's why I like watching Ace live, even though he's kind of ignorant as fuck with all that Africa and out of Haiti, one of them niggas. Though I still enjoy showing him, subscribe, support him. There's other ones that's dumb, especially these passport goofy niggas running around, black, and African. They keep painting this picture when most of the motherfucking women won't sit there and lay down with an African. A real African. No. Not saying they won't. There's German women right now that go to the Maasai to get impregnated because they're tall and they want to have a tall, pale skin. They want to bring in an new Aryan race based off of ignorance. I'm just telling you, I'm sharing something with you that one of my boys who's Maasai, who was born there, who lives here, been living here for like 40-something years, good friend of mine, he talking about how his pop, man, they used to come over and pay to get impregnated by them. Y'all think it's a game. Same thing in Jamaica. And then you have an island with a fake-ass government allowing motherfuckers like Epstein and people to go there and have sex with little boys. When our Caribbean brothers wasn't about that bate boy thing. Bate boy. No. That's why you never hear about all the Pelicans that get whoop up over there. Same thing was in Brazil with them fake-ass Portuguese once they stole that identity. They're Gujar. Now you look at who might be the president of fucking Mexico. Just like the first emperor there. Nobody's paying attention because they don't know true history, but they want to talk about things as such. So when she went up there, she played a role that was a lie. Now, as far as her indigenous heritage, she probably was further from it and closer to it than anybody, yet she decided to go the whitewash narrative. I have no respect for that bitch. I have no respect for nobody that's on their lineage running around with a face full of mascara and pancake batter on it, right? Who's scared to wipe it off because they're running around wearing white face instead of being in the true narrative of melanin face and accepting the relationship that we all have as a people on this earth instead of running around in the fake Gujar, Chazar, whatever the fuck you want to call them, in their narrative, because all they want is war, war, war. That's all the fuck they know. And when I tell you there's something else, at one time we had a relationship and it fell apart. So they picked these chicken shit weak motherfuckers. And they're all in different positions, but because you got weak motherfuckers like Black Scout Survival, Guns and Gadgets, and this, that, and all these other ones, and the Black Republicans, and all these other dumb sons of bitches, Roland Martin, and all these fictional fake motherfuckers, and y'all like to pay attention to them. You like to give them your time, all right? Give them your energy. You think you're gonna rise above the fucking occasion? These motherfuckers make up 1% of the fucking Earth's population. Not even 1% of the fucking shit here. And y'all having a hard time learning the truth because of the numbers the enemy paint? Like they're gonna tell you the fucking truth? Well, the majority aren't prepared anyway. You're not strong enough. You don't know how to move together. You don't know how to live. You don't know how to think and talk. You don't have to respect one another, especially in liberal niggas in liberal cities who say you ain't liberals now and all of a sudden you Indian. On the East Coast, some of you niggas is the most worthless motherfuckers I ever come across in my life because you haven't put away your old ways and accepted the reality is to be polite, dignified, and responsibly for the brothers and sisters that you come to meet. Nobody disrespects me. Like I said, I'll fly you here. I'll buy you a cheap-ass $150 plane ticket, fly you here, take you down to cruise New Mexico, take you in the gym and bust your ass. I'm almost 60, I guarantee it. £218 now. 5'10". Ate fried bread for 10 years, got a little love handles here. Most of the baby girls walking around grabbing and going, girls around here grabbing, going, woo. I'm going, I don't think my girl would like that if she was here. Oh, they do. They come up, pinch my little love handle, whoo, because the way I'm standing and everything, you would look, cameras like, you would look and think, no, barely, Ron could tell you. I mean, he's not a woman, you know what I'm saying? He can tell you the way I'm built. West Side, I ain't no, no, this is well earned. Grandpa, what they say, grandpa tutelage. Fucking grandpa. I might be a great grandpa, I don't even know it. But these individuals are gonna keep running around. So the fuck what? When are y'all gonna stop being lazy? You're gonna wait until they come and they lazy as shit and burn all your house down, kill the whole half of you. Motherfuckers are armed up, ready to come out the mountains and everywhere else and from your out of neighborhood and start kicking in your doors, talking about, is your name so and so and so? At this date, did you say black your ass in the backyard or whatever, put you in a truck that makes you fertilizer somewhere, liquid fertilizer, because you choose to stay where the fuck you at? I'm not getting energy. I am just telling you based on certain information. And yet you motherfuckers think that you're being tough. You're not scared. No, bitch. Every one of you motherfuckers are going to be there and you're going to be scared, shaking in your shitty pants, shaking when it's all going down because you didn't listen. And the first thing that's going to cross your mind, oh, shit. Oh, it's not going to cross your mind. I should have listened to Red. Only the smart ones will say that. No, the rest of you motherfuckers will sit there and wait, just like the homeboys when the nephew and the uncle, when they cut his head off with a chainsaw. How the uncle stood there in defiance, but he was numb. And then his ass was next. Oh, yeah, I've seen all that shit. I've seen worse. And y'all would say, well, man, maybe Reggie's a sociopath. There's a reason why I was training for the Special Forces. I wouldn't have lost no sleep. But I wouldn't have been a sociopath either. Y'all just don't get it. Y'all walk around in the world and make believe thinking you're some boom boom bop. There was a rapper when I was in Queens with my ex-fiance, right? Donna Davis. Red. And he murdered somebody some years ago. And so a couple of girls set him up, and the guy came from around the corner and blew his brains out. And we heard about it the next day, well, a few hours later. And I said, see, the one that did that, he wasn't a tough guy. Those are not tough motherfuckers. No, they're not tough at all. It's just like not too long ago in Virginia, the couple that was chopped up and put in the back of their Blazer, and the car set on fire because they went back to find out what was going on with the car at the auto shop. The people that chopped the people up, they're not badasses. They're not tough. They moved in a moment of panic and cowardice. Now, the people who are killing people and doing that, they're hyped up on a whole lot of drugs, to which none of that I need. None of it. I don't think y'all get it. What you're capable of, who you are, and what you really stand for. You don't have to be a sick-minded sociopath getting the best food and some of the best treatment to be in better shape than everybody that you go up against with the best equipment. Able to move around on hoverboards and stuff like, well, that's not what they're called, but you can call them that, and things like that. Take off and go up in a vehicle and take off and come down and do what it is for experimental purposes or whatever. You don't have to be all that. It's deeper than that, what you're capable of. But you're never going to learn where you're at. You're going to stay right there, comforting and canoodling shit. You know why shit? Because if it was a golden egg, you wouldn't put it in the toilet and wipe your ass afterwards. You see, you would take that golden egg, that thing that is so wonderful, and you would say, I got to take you to a better place where nobody can steal you. And see, what's happening is in the school systems and what's happening with the food, they're being stolen because of your subliminal inaptitude of further revenant stupidity. And because you think you're making it right in your lethargic statement of existence. You really think you know what you're doing. Ergo, think. That's like, let me pull this up so we have a little clarity around. Ism. A distinctive practice system or philosophy, typically a political ideology or an artistic movement. He loathed isms and any form of dogma. Ism. Derogatory and informal. A belief, a system of beliefs accepted as authoritative by some group or school. Synonymous, a doctrine, philosophical system, philosophy, school of thought, as far as ism. So Zionism is structured in not just the issues of things, or ist. It is a belief system. It's not based on truth of knowledge. It is knowing what has been established by somebody that dictated it. So you have become an ism, a fucking ism. Kind of ish-like, or ist. You know what I mean? Kind of, pseudo. You don't really know. A suffix used to form adjectives from nouns with the sense of belonging to, not as. British, Danish, English, Spanish. A Spangle, you speak a Spanglish, kind of like sort of Spanish, Espanol. Anyway, after the manner of having the characteristics of, not is. Like babyish, girlish, mullish, right? Addicted to, kind of to as in surveying of or portraying of. Inclined or tending to, because you know when you do coke, right? You get this, but do you know you can get that natural euphoric high if you got the proper minerals, where it can be utilized, not synthetic. Tending to bookish and freakish, kind of like, sort of, not getting it, You don't look nothing like the motherfucker. Take the mask off. Near or about, but not is. 50-ish, 7-ish. Kind of like 50, but not really 50. Close to, maybe a little under 7-ish. You can 70-ish kind of looks like about 7-ish, but you really might be at the 65 mark. So ish alludes to why I say ism. It's a belief system, and a belief system don't mean shit. Only because you think it does, because you've been nurtured to believe in the ignorance, the inaptitude allows you, because that's all you know. So you say, man, belief is what it is. Belief don't mean shit. It means that's what you give your energy to, motherfucker, without looking elsewhere to know better. Now, I'm not going to get into the ist of things. Want to prove me wrong? So pretend Indians, that's about 90% of the motherfuckers on reservation. Not to their own fault. Does it mean that our bloodline doesn't exist in some of them? Oh, hell no. I know plenty children running around, second generation. Man, listen, I know a whole bunch of them got pappy and daddies from our people. A whole shitload. Ergo, the reason why the fake ass Zionists think they can do what they do. They believe that once their blood entered, because see, they know something more than you. That if they put their bloodline on everybody else, you can't exist as a people that you once were. And those that come out with their bloodline, they can do as and as they please. This is how doofus and sick and stupid these motherfuckers are. Yet the world, you don't hear them talking about this. They're talking as far as what they know, the only knowledge they have, and that they think they're smart. Yet, aren't we the designers, the creators? They even attempted to say this stuff during the Reconstruction era, the Black Reconstruction era. We repairing and rebuilding everything. No goddamn slaves. But then all of a sudden they take over and we amounted to being slaves. We never were slaves on our fucking land. Freemen had nothing to do with being a slave and becoming free. Freemen meant that they weren't part of the civilization that these frauds created. But what happened? A bunch of black ass churches. I don't know why these motherfuckers still running. Came along with their TD Jakes and all them old P. Diddy crew motherfuckers. And they dissuaded and persuaded our fucking people to accept. You heard what Martin Luther King said, right? I removed doctor. How about this Martin Luther? You know what he said, right? Because he knew he fucked up. But the rest of them bastards didn't give a fuck because they was greedy. They were the weak bastions of our clans and tribes. Look at Messy Jesse. Look at him now. I hope he's wearing a fucking big-ass Depends and nobody's changing it. He just stood in this stink for a few hours. Now, he probably got a bunch of good old, boys around there wiping his ass, keeping it real clean. Look at Cornel West with his goofy ass, looking like he's something off of that goddamn, what's that goddamn clay animation? With the motherfucking smock, with the one-eyed, with the weird head, looking like motherfucking Don King's worthless ass. He's another piece of shit. And then, look at Al Sharp. Al Roker tried to fit in. Ribbit, we crowed, bought the toad. But yeah, look at him. No, not the Bone Docs. No, it was a claymation on Adult Swim that came on some weird chicken shit, whatever. He was a mad scientist that made a robot chicken. That's the motherfucker. Yeah, I saw it back before I came here. I was in New York or something. I was in college, in Jersey in college. I was in New York, and it came on and shit. I think it was the first time, and I was half fucking drunk that night, and I was like, what the fuck is this? It's a robot chicken, but it's the professor. That's who that Cornelius, whatever that motherfucker's name is. And then people are still paying attention to this fake DNA motherfucker who all of a sudden is doing genealogy, but he's doing it at the utmost of deception. Do y'all look at the people that stay around him? And yet people want to listen to make themselves feel good in their fictional fucking world. Anything to feel good in their world of fucking lies. Y'all saw what I put up earlier, the post. Okay. Let me break that down for you. I know some of you are just like, what the fuck is red? Because, I'm not here to debate stupidity and all that kind of shit. We allow stupidity to exist because if it didn't, you motherfuckers wouldn't wake up. My beloved peoples wouldn't snap up out of it. And you know what I'm saying. All right. So that shit is still on. Why is it still on? Yes. So for those who aren't aware, Miss Cornelius, yeah, she was a Negro. Okay. Where the fuck is it? Why do they want to hide things from me? Always want to hide things. Goddamn. They're doing a good job. Wow. Why is my tablet pulling up different information? What the fuck? Sign in or what? You can't make this up, y'all. Ain't that about a bitch? Wow. They really are. You can't be kidding me. Oh. Behind this, man. Nope, that's not it. Why would that even pop up? No. Okay, hold on, y'all. I love this. Not count. Now that's a different love. That's a fictional. I really don't mean I love it. If y'all know where I'm coming from. It was funny when I was looking at the book. So I was going to order her book, right? I had the PDF, but I was going to order the book. And it says, when they alluded her to feminism, I said, here they go with they fucking stinking shit. You just can't make it up, y'all. I can't. I don't know where it's at. I had something I saved. I was attempting to pull it up. And it doesn't want to pull it up. It's not that I can't speak on it. I really wanted to pull it up. I might have to type it in. That's what I felt good. I know some people are going to have an issue. I'm not downloading. I already got it. I don't need to download it. I'm paying for it for a second. Why is it? I should open it up. I'm not paying for something a second time. I already get it. I paid fucking $1 or something. Yeah, you can't make this up, y'all. So anyway. Because when you go to the History Channel or history.com, you know they're full of shit, right? You know they're full of shit. I spoke on the fact that feminism started because the pale skin, the Jew, or whatever you want to call them, they were so busy beating their women and molesting their little children. Ergo why Frederick Douglass said, though I love the idea of Christianity, he detests the cradle robbing, woman beating. And that's what he said on this land, because Christianity is not of this land. And every time I see a nigga talking about, thank you, Jesus, I'll be wanting to just smack him. I'm not denoting the preference of something existing, but you need to go into the Christ factors of your brain and not stop being cut off from self. So that way you can be connected to everything around you. But anyway, I want to get into the origins of feminism. Mary Wollstonecraft is seen by many as founder of the feminine, seen as many, it doesn't mean that she is, feminine due to her 1792 book titled A Vindication of the Rights of Women, in which she argues that class and private property are the basis of discrimination against women, and that women as such as men needed equal rights. So we go back to, of course, 1792, pre-1800s. Is there any truth in that? No, I don't believe that at all, because all I know is feminism all of a sudden popped up during the 1950s or 60s. I know about the 1920s and 40s rule of thumb and act, but also very aware of it starting because of the fake ass CIA and the goddamn the UN that should have not existed after World War II, to which the very embodiment of it, who selected and created it, were the very people that created the fucking war, because they're the ones funding it. Feminism is a shot in the dark of further deception and destruction. We create the civil rights for all our indigenous people, and what do? They give it to every fucking body else because of these slack-jawed, worthless niggas, all right? And some of these motherfuckers may be African. Well, everybody else get fake-ass Indians and fake-ass tribal peoples that ain't a tribe of this land at all, because these motherfuckers are perverse. Y'all should have really took a good look at, if y'all didn't, I think I might have shared it. I watched his last night, and I watched Ronald's again. I went over to the original Lone Wolf to see what he had up. But Camille had a pretty good one, another part to the Chazars. Well, together he spoke in it, because you know how they are when I did videos, they went crazy. I like to see that. He actually was a pretty good one. Everything that's been laid out has been totally against our people. Feminism would create further destruction. Our women sleeping with women, it was never in the history books. I have enough books to show that our women didn't do that shit, and our men didn't sleep with fucking men. So that's why, to me, it's good to know what a write-off means. Some people say, I'm taking your black card. Bitch, there ain't no such thing as a black card. I know one thing, I disown many of these motherfuckers. Don't have to go making war and hating them. I don't hate them, but they're this fucking known. I have nothing for them. They are not welcome to the tribe, to any events. They are not part of the clan. They can stay in their fictional narrative, enjoy their little, they're going to enjoy their little anal stimulus, whatever it is, whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. I forget the medical term when I was in middle school. Whatever it is. Nobody's got time for that. They can have that. I can't throw hate in that direction, but you can see the agendas. Everything's been an agenda on our ancestral soil, and even the monkeys themselves can't even see it. They can't even see it. Now, there are Native Americans who know we're the original fucking people. There are plenty. And there are those who I consider my fucking relatives, my blood. Not literally O positive. I'm talking about deeper than that. I'm talking about solid. They're native to this land. They're born here. So that means they're sovereign here. Now, if we knew the true history of the old world, we wouldn't be having this fucking conversation. But because there's so many who are ignorant, the relationship, go by the fucking book. The relationship between the Jew and the Negro. One is real and one is fake. One is a thief and one is the creator. One is the creator of truth and reality and everything you see today. And the other one's the creator of desperation, lies, and the invention of things that never existed. A walking blemish of purgatory. And you ain't got to listen to me. I don't give a flying fuck. I am well versed in what I'm talking about. Every time y'all know I despise using the word Negro. And just like I despise using the word black. Both of them are fictional, but they allude to something else, and most people are pouring energy in it and wonder why they're still in the same situation. While the sellout niggas who don't mind having their prostate stimulized don't care what they're doing. They don't care about you. But those are punks. Let it be in a dark room and the motherfuckers turn on them, they'll be seeking you. Or they won't know how. I need your help. But they got them in a position when they choose to sacrifice them or clone them or whatever they want to do with them, they can't cry out. No, you had a good run. We're here to collect. What they're going to do? What are they going to do? What is Poofy Duty going to do? You see Jamie Foxx, I mean, he came back and all of a sudden he's missing the tattoo on the back of his head. I mean, this is how in your face it is. They keep giving you these fake ass signs by these goofy ass actors in the music industry and everything else industry, doing the football shit. I'm still looking at dumb niggas I grew up with talking about the football. 49, Kansas, and yet the halftime show, all that shit was just the most vile shit you could ever see. And then they can put some old flat booty thing up there like she's supposed to be a sex guy. Look, they got Britney Spears fucked up dancing around like she's goddamn a snake charmer with goddamn Ginsu kitchen utensils and shit. I mean, come on, man. Now you got Shay Shay with the orange pocketbook, bow-legged, standing out there with green Titan on his big 245-pound ass self. It's all a game. Because they need to keep you as distracted as possible with their puppets, with their inventions. And I am alluding to the fact that that is what keeps you stuck right where the fuck you at. That energy that they're creating, though you don't have to be paying attention, it's real energy. It has you where you're enabled to make decisions appropriate and befitting. And then there's the fear of, what? You create your own fucking, what would I get? If I leave all this and if I go, what? You start the fuck over. That's what the fuck you get. If you can't clear your mind and be practical to start over, then you deserve to be right where the fuck you at. Listening to a bunch of boom hill shit. You know what I like watching the Vietnam guys net TV build fucking cars out of nothing. Take an old raggedy ass Viet Cong made fucking vehicle from the 60s or whatever the fuck, and then break it down, build a frame, take the motor, make sure it's working, start painting, building, cutting, ordering, and build a fucking fiberglass, like we used to do in the 70s and 60s, build a fiberglass car that looks like everything you see out here, that rides just as good, functions just the same. Fabulous. That's my shit. Vietnam, motherfucker. That's why I said I was thinking about going back to Vietnam. I love my people over there. Don't get it twisted. Look, they're a mixture. Ain't nothing I can do about it. I love my people in Vietnam, just like I love my people in Singapore. I love my Chinese cousins. I love a lot of my Spanish brothers. I don't give a fuck what they claim. It's like I got good friends from Morocco and Africa. All these little broke up new continents and countries they created in the dispersion and breakdown of Tartary and mud floods and everything else. That's real shit. I love my Portuguese brothers and sisters, the ones who I know. We didn't have a hard time getting together. My Irish brothers knew, and the ones in the cabs who know they are the true Moans. All right? I love my Dominican Haitians, but they're a handful. I love my brothers and sisters here, the ones who got it together and starting to make change and realize it. But some of you motherfuckers walking like you're still in the dark. And I got a plethora of pale skins who I got respect for. And I'll lay my life down to protect theirs as I know they wouldn't and have mine.
Capital One.
And why do I say that? Why do I say that, people? Why do I say that? No. What the fuck is that all about? Premium. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you groomed in our story too? That's real diplomacy. Yeah, diplomacy, y'all. That's real diplomacy too. Yet what you're saying is also true. So, you know what? Carl Birch? Yeah, okay. Roger that. So the reason why I wanted y'all, I was wondering if y'all saw that video and paid attention to it, because most people don't get what diplomacy means, okay? Diplomacy, by definition, I just wanted to type it in, the profession, activity, or skill of managing international relations, typically by a country's representatives abroad. Well, it has nothing to do with representatives abroad, because you are the representative, just like you're the first responder, just like you are the source of energy that has been defiled, because government, that is not their fucking position. Their position is a hijack to create wars, disperse reality, and to create more problems, utilizing your energy as if they're in control of it when you're supposed to be in control of government. Ergo, the art of dealing with people in a sensitive and effective way is genuine for tact in diplomacy. That is what we're supposed to be able to do, but most people communicate and talk as if they know what the fuck they're saying. And like I just read one comment, though I'm not going at it. Brother, you made absolutely no fucking sense whatsoever. I just read it here. You made absolutely zero sense. I'm not beating you up. I'm sure I can go back and read a whole lot of comments, even from people I love, where it made absolutely no fucking sense at all. You don't know how to be, and that's why they say, oh, we got a diplomat. Well, I'll be reading the Constitution today some more. What the fuck is a diplomat? I know what they'll say it is, but in existence, what is a diplomat? They'll talk about Caesar? Will they bring up Leopold? Diplomatic values, diplomatic clause. First of all, fuck diplomat. How about the fact diplomacy? That means a way to convey or convene, and not in those fake ass sessions, based upon what is a requirement and was needed. That's best interest for both, without death and everything else, because that's not even supposed to be an attribute. Diplomacy means Levitical. We stored it all up. We got enough for everybody. We got a little left over. Let's make sure everybody else got something. That's real diplomacy. We're not going to send a whole bunch of GMO shit over here because somebody wants to be rich, but they also got a bigger agenda. That means to make more children sick and die and do other things because they need to cut back the numbers. So we're going to send a whole list of, we're going to talk about so-and-so aid over to this country and over to that country. We're going to send these damn fake-ass Red Cross and FEMA and this, that, and the other when they've been building everything to put you down. But because of your ignorance, you don't know no better because you think diplomacy belongs to them. The same motherfuckers who are lying every day, and you see everybody mediating it as if it's okay because they've been bought and paid for. They've been given a fake card to believe that they're going to be okay when everything is about the dispersing of you based on the agenda with this WIN and WHO and all these fraudulent, nasty, fat fuck, nasty, perverted son of bitches. But you still want to sit right where you at thinking you okay? When there's things out there you know nothing about, lights and lasers, shit they hitting, shooting up and people and everything else, as if it's supposed to be normal. Oh, you don't have a fucking clue. Dragon's blood. Yeah, I think I'm kidding. I wonder. Oh yeah, it is. Well, I'm serious. I think you know everything, right? Who else told y'all about a cat being an experiment that went good? It was a warning against really us. You. They're not in the cat family. They are more like little fucking iguanas, overgrown iguanas with fur. A little pig here, a little bit of this and that. A little bit of rabbit. She'll know everything, right? I never forget that day when I was in Utah in the pulmonary clinic, and I saw that little fat ass, worthless little Hindu fuck come in with his goofy bitch Helga behind her, couldn't even speak English. Like they were looking at an experiment, not knowing who they fucking dealing with. And then the little fake ass young Jew bitch come in there and sticks, I mean a fake one, sticks something into my IV, and then walks away and disappears. I said, what's that? Oh, that's just, wait, you got the shit up here. I says, these motherfuckers are just automatic about self-destruction. That was 2019. Had that been poisoned, lungs full of holes. I ain't supposed to be breathing. I was choking on blood for 4 or 5 days. Until the day I couldn't breathe at all. And I had to do the old boxer's cough. Big old thing about big as my hand come up out of both my lungs. Because it's blood clot. Deep breath. Got dizzy because the oxygen went in. Was no oxygen being cut off. And this goofy bitch, Paulina Nunca, standing there looking retarded. Because she's scared. She ain't really about that life. Not knowing that I am. In different ways, though. Scared as shit. Trying to hold her head up thinking that she succeeded in something because she's listening to a bunch of dumbasses following orders she wasn't supposed to follow. Because she didn't know no fucking better. She didn't know I was there to protect, not really her ass, but she could have been protected too. But many others. Because they're stupid. I had spoke a spell over her, for those that know, that anytime she did something against me, certain things would go a certain way. And they were trying to figure out, why does my daughter keep having all these miscarriages? I would just look at her and go, what do you think? Why did my brother pass away? Well, what the fuck do you think? Why did this happen? Why did that happen? Well, what the fuck do you think? Because you don't know how to knock on the door. You don't know how to make the correction. It's not about a fucking if, it's a win. Or keep wanting to play around. Keep not wanting to listen. Keep thinking it's a fucking game. They can hear your thoughts. They see, watch you. Sometimes they even stand up in your fucking homes. Watch you move around. Stand over you while you sleep. How many of y'all have been asleep and you woke up thinking somebody was right over you, looking at you? That's because you're not in touch with your real senses. You think this is a game, right? There's no competition. I'm going to tell you for the last goddamn time. A bunch of goofy asses. Some of y'all need religion in your goddamn life. The only problem with that is you become like the rest of them, stupid. You become fanatics without being able to find truth. A lot of you dismiss it and you get too hard like a couple of peoples we know. Don't dismiss something you know nothing about because you've been fucking misguided. And don't talk like you big shit when you don't even know how to break it down, know the truth of the history. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me get the fuck over here. I've been over here over an hour. We're going to come back at about 1:30. And we're going to read a little bit of William Cooper. I'm not doing, we're going to read. I know y'all want to read it. We're going to read Margaret Sanger's shit, but not right now. And then after that, we definitely going to have embarrassed, but I left y'all a good cliffhanger. Now I wanted to show this to you. I got some cinnamon on there like a dummy. Brand new book. Thank goodness it's a hardcover. So joint author Daniel B. Shepp, James W. Shepp, World's Columbian Exposition. Shepp's World Fair photograph being a collection of original authorized and permitted by the management of the World's Columbian Exposition, all described in crisp and beautiful language. They think they own shit, just like you still buying water and everything else. If we said, fuck that, get the fluoride out of the water, blah, 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 they would have nothing but to do and stop doing the shit they're doing and fuck all that when there's quadrillions of tons of fresh water in the ocean. But because y'all don't want to come together, you don't want to be have the back person to write up the letters, to challenge them to be the nation that you are, to walk together in the light. Oh, they can just call themselves anything they want, huh? We're Jews. We're Zionists. I'm just an American. I'm a white American. They can call themselves any goddamn thing they want, and everything about them is a fucking lie. But you supposed to be whatever the fuck they determine based off of some goofy ass niggas who can't stand you? Make that make sense. These pictures, man, are beyond. I mean, when you get into the Siam Pavilion, these are things that existed here to be not just the history of our world, but show that this is the old world based on what we constructed, even in the light of all the beautiful. I told you, I remember a few moments, but I explained one moment in time to you yesterday that I remembered very clearly before the flash. And then I was here. This book, I can't wait to break it down, as well as Jamil Shamsi's for those who are ill-informed, and to actually get into all the books of Tartary I have to actually break it down the way it's supposed to be. Some of you be like, but when you're reading Heaven Bears, this is about pale skins. We had pale skins here, you dumb motherfuckers. She wrote it to fit an audience where she can make money, but you need to know where the story comes from. That's where you're having a hard time acquiescing, because all of the continents were melanated before they became what they are today. So you're going to tell it from your point of view, and you're not going to ostracize your existence. So I get what she did. That's why I have no problem reading it. I'm not emotionally unstable and broken and bent, because I know history. Compared to those who profess and claim it in their standing of ignorance and don't know shit. Let me shout y'all out, and I'm going to get the fuck up off of here, because I know I done bumped a couple of gums. You know what I mean? Yo, Slot, Delusion of Humanity. What's up, beloveds? What's cracking? What's going on, man? I ain't baby girl Slaughter. What's up, mama? Hey, T. Hines, you already know. What's up, beloved, man? Excellent joints, man. Yo, I wish I could just download them motherfuckers, man. Seriously. Well, I think I can. I don't know. I'll have to see. Jamel Sam C's Grand Elevation. What's going on, Grand Ascension? What's going on, Ken Folk? You already know. T. Riggles B. Hey, what's going on, beloved? How you doing? Well, it's a lot. Yeah, I got you, brother. Oh, yeah. Appreciate that. Snoo, what's up, love? Grand Ascension. I didn't have to say that, and everybody caught on to it. People are saying Grand Ascension now without saying Grand Rising. We're supposed to rise above the occasion, but we're supposed to rise so we can ascend, right? Yeah, okay, that's what's up. James B, what's going on, beloved? What's going on, James Bond? Everything is what it is, man. It's wonderful. You know what I mean? I know that's right. Lord, whatever one is she? What's going on, Agidohi? For sure. Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't know that was his middle name, Snoo. Well, man, I never asked, and nobody ever made a statement, so that's pretty cool. Your grandfather's first name? All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. That was the cat's name. He didn't know that. Name was strong. That's what's up. I think my cat just farted. I'm serious. Anyway, Max B, what's going on? Oh, for sure. Baby girl Slaughter, I got you already, mama. It's good to have y'all up in here. Always. We need a way to isolate the imposters like this scaling letter. Well, you don't have to do all that. It's simple. We're doing it now. No, you can't do nothing if you're not together. You can't do nothing if you're not moving as one. I ain't talking about getting to a kill box and then we got them all when we thought they would end up after all this. Boom! No! What I'm saying is we need to come together and we need to have meetings and meet up. That's just literal. Fucking literal. And I know most people are scared to because they created these fake ass Jim Crow laws that don't mean shit because they don't apply to us. Jim Crow applies to the indigenous people, right? Who was Jim Crow? See, this is where motherfuckers get the catch-22 because people don't know what they're talking about. No, not you. I'm talking about the idiots out there who writing this fake history. Jim Crow laws don't apply unless there's Washington, D.C. and with the citizens of that state based upon the race dichotomy of the false narrative painted by motherfucking friends and all those other motherfuckers. It don't apply to the rest of this world because you got dumbasses running around in costumes in every so-called local state with these fake-ass, fraudulent, whitewashed politicians and these sorry niggas. Y'all give them the energy to do what it is because if you were smart instead of these young, dumb, goofy niggas listen to this fucked up low-frequency music, you would be out there stopping this shit. Not running around with some sellout nigga talking about no fucking whatever the fuck it was called. And also I know what I'm talking about, that goofy old nigga who ran for president. Them the niggas we need to stay away from. You don't need them to move accordingly. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely feel where you're coming from. Isolation, we're all in isolation. We need to isolate together is what the fuck needs to happen. And put these motherfuckers, turn them off and put them in a big ass tin can somewhere far the fuck away from where we at. You dig what I'm saying? And parlay as we fucking should. Because niggas want to stay where the fuck they at. That's not going to happen. But I feel you. See, they ain't even say there's something in disguise. But don't even worry about it. Don't give it no energy, baby girl. But yeah. We need a way to isolate them postulate the Scarlet Letter. Yeah. Well, I kind of like the Scarlet Letter. But yeah. What's going to happen, man? Like I told you what needs to happen. That's the bottom fucking line. There ain't no other way. There is no other way. They got y'all, they got everybody else isolated. With pimpology and shit. I know I say that, Herbo, what's up, beloved? I say that with love, you know what I mean? But that's real shit. That's a great motherfucking, that's something that needs to be, but without, because they're listening. Green lights, red lights, peach lights, whatever the fuck on your camera, they recording it. And as I said, when y'all empty out your cache, go to your voicemails and you'll see that every one of your conversations, everything that you say has been recorded when it didn't happen a couple of years ago. These motherfuckers are crazy. They retarded. Evelyn Smiley came out of nature. What's going on? Grand elevation. Yes, grand ascension, beloved. What's happening? No, we got it. Robot Chicken. That was a while ago. Appreciate that, though. When I hear One Eye cartoon, I think of Uncle Ruckus. I would do the voice, but I ain't going to do Uncle Ruckus right now. Howdy. Oh, look at that new nigga over there. Anyway, it's better when I don't have my face on it. Jesus has crippled us. Nah, Jesus ain't crippled us. That motherfucker don't mean shit. We still went out there fucking each other's girls and doing retarded shit and doing drugs. He ain't crippled shit. That fake motherfucker, we cripple our goddamn selves because we utilize an excuse for rationale to do perverted and dumbass things. Nah. That ain't crippled shit. But he played a part as far as the narrative goes because our people started giving hope into something that didn't exist. Something that they didn't need. Something that was pushed on them. That was the breaking point. But yeah, it crippled us. We're not crippled, beloved. Last night, it was good. Okay. They can have their punk-ass black card. Yep. That's the move we need to build and learn instead of always buying trash. Those are for, get up out of it. Jamel Samshi. I'm trying to come out that way for real. Near Egypt. I'll sleep in my truck for real. It comes to it. Yeah, that don't have to happen. You bring a pickaxe and a shovel, goddammit, and bring your hands and your feet and some knowledge. If you ain't got a lot of knowledge, you gain it while you're digging and working. Charles Johnson, what's going on, beloved? What's happening? But Max B putting up some good points, y'all. See, this is what we need. But I'm going to react. I'm going to react to everything because we can't be so lethargic. Even though we've considered something, and it's actually correct. 'Cause I don't like to use strong word. Crippling, it means that we can't get back. There's no healing. So Jesus fucked a lot of our people up, but we're not crippled. Scarlet Letter, though I like it, yeah. Pandora's box. We've been locked inside of a box that we never even attempted to walk into. But say, yeah, brother, he should use that in some lyrics and shit. You know what I'm saying? Scarlet Letter. Well, honey, that would be hard. Jeez. Oh, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because that, y'all, so I heard that one joint I was hitting, Max V, that shit was slamming. So yeah, you know, and Seven Bowman speak on cats. Oh, okay. I didn't know when he speak on his. I've been doing this for a long time. Yes, they are a living drone. Seven Bowman. Okay, I gotta look into that. All right, I appreciate you too, sis. The reason for all the surveillance, they're looking for the one. Yeah, they're looking for the one. The one don't exist. The one, I'm gonna help y'all out with something. If you pick up a dozen eggs, is it in one carton? Riddle me that. They're not looking for the one. They're held in a contemptuous state, and y'all don't get it. There's nothing to prove. Listen to me. If you pick up, actually listen. If you pick up a dozen eggs in a carton, one carton, a dozen eggs, all right? Something should be put out on here because they are looking for something. But strong delusions, and we're not here to avoid or fulfill whatever the fuck they're embarking and looking for. Embarking on or looking for. There is no the one. Yet there is the one. It's just not what people think. How can you have the one when everybody is? And that's not a tree coming from and rooted well. That's just like, you know what people are right now? A tree that caught on fire and all the embers are burning in every direction, being blown all around with the wind, catching everything else on fire. No, they're not looking. They might be looking for the one. But that don't exist. Not how they think. Okay? Again, dozen eggs in a carton. So when you go to buy a dozen eggs, I'm just using it as a, okay? Do you pick up a dozen eggs or do you pick up one carton with a dozen eggs in it? No, you will learn how to think and process things. Keep that religious shit away. You will learn how to process something. You will learn because you choose to. Now, will the one voice allude you to choosing? Possible, but I believe you had the choice all along. You will realize that the connection is deeper than you can imagine. And in doing so, I've spoken on this foolish army of one before. You will realize that there's not a singularity because you all exist in a singularity. You're just pulsing at different rates. You have not brought balance. There's an order established for everything. You still are looking outside of yourself. I see that in your writings. You're not doing the best you can to internalize. No, you can't. You can't bet anything about that. You're having a hard time in trusting, even conceptualizing what I'm stating, T. Rickles. Just listen. Everything is within every one of you. Order is established. You have just been temporarily disembarked from it. All I'm doing is saying that you can embark on order, and order is more powerful than you can imagine. It is within you. There's a reason why things are discussed. It seems like you're looking for the one instead of looking at yourself. That is why people are discombobulated. There is nothing outside. There's nothing outside. Everything is within, and when it's all said and done, everything will be connected. And the reason why nobody can see that, because they're not doing anything to have that connection. The connection is superficial. Even this relationship we have on here, superficial. But first must bring balance within self. And within self, it exudes out. I'm not going to say nothing else on this. Anyway, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate that, because nobody's wrong and nobody's right. But sometimes we got to look, guidance. Sometimes we got to look at things. And it's not complicated. I know somebody still doesn't believe this is Dragon's Blood. This is really Dragon's Blood, y'all. No, I mean, not to get you all caught up in something. This is some old stuff here. Oh, it is. Oh, yeah. I appreciate y'all. It's nothing but love. My beloved sisters, y'all are fuck magical. Y'all are so goddamn powerful, energy-wise. And my brothers, see that right there? And that one? Y'all, to be able to protect, y'all have strength uncommon to anything on or outside of this plane. But without her strength, without her energy, you're weak. And without your strength, she has no energy. It's not protected. It's not complicated. 2 and 1. Dozen eggs, and knowing that they're real eggs, not 3D printed, synthetic, not imaginary, in one carton. 7 billion people in one earth or on one plane. It's not complicated. Because then you could drive up to, well, not everybody's going to wake up. You give me 3 motherfuckers who walk as one. That's all I'm going to say. I don't have to remember it. But I get where you're coming from. Okay? Y'all ground. Meditation is not what you think it is. Right now, you're meditating. You know that? Do the best you can, fast every once in a while, and allow yourself to be primordial for a moment, because that's what you are right now. So that way you can readapt and reconnect to order. Because see, when you lower your standards and what you think you know, then order comes in and shakes you up a little bit. Guidance. I can't do it over the phone. There's certain things that I can't see on here. So we're not going to have that. I don't care if you can accept it or not. It's up to you. Okay? Appreciate y'all. Without women, there's nothing to protect. Therefore, there would be no need for men. And therefore, there would be no existence. Therefore, there would be no requirement for order. There would be no ants to allow all this greenery and shrubbery. The world they created, the enemy, is an inversion, backwards, an illusion, a lie that shows pain and suffrage to which you all give strength to and ignorance, instead of just taking a moment to allow yourself to realize you're not what you think you are, and to pay attention for once in your goddamn lives. All right? I'm going to see y'all later. Remember, I might fake time because I hate time. I don't recognize it. In 3 hours, okay? I shall be back, and we shall get into William Cooper. And then we're going to make sure about 4 or 5 o'clock Pacific time. Heaven Bearers. The cliffhanger got me wanting to read it, and I had to put it down, okay? And a little bit more exposition. And I might be able to draw upon a picture or two in here that's actually better. But Rondo and I'm supposed to be coming the fuck up here pretty soon. And better be bringing me some good fucking weed. Anyway, so I hope some people come with him so I can have more people to teach how to ground. Because Ronald's seeing the applications of it. He's seeing the benefits of it. Snoo saw the benefits and somebody wanted to be ignorant and poison her fucking soil. But she could still step in that and cleanse it. But I don't want her to. And we're going to carry on. All right? It's number love and appreciation. All right? And I mean that. And stop showing hate and venerate all towards pale skins and all that shit. I ain't saying you got to accept all the stupid shit from the motherfuckers. They didn't invent shit. They didn't create nothing. All right? But we don't have to move the way they move. You already know how they move. You can one up everything that's negative. Be the better half. I ain't telling you to come singing Kumbaya fucking Yah either. All right? Don't be stupid. You got to be a dozen eggs in a carton.